So this next section, I'm taking a little detour. I'm going to do some holiday DVDs, a few Halloween and mostly Christmas. And I am going to end with my classic ones, which will segue right into my largest section, as I said, of classic DVDs. But first, I'm going to do the holiday ones. So I have Hocus Pocus on Blu-ray. This is my favorite movie to watch at Halloween. It's so funny, so iconic. It has become such a classic. It makes me laugh to no end. I really don't like the sequel very much at all, but I love this original. I just got this on Blu-ray because I do have a DVD of it as well. But I don't know, because it's maybe somewhat older edition, it was only in like a rectangle and wouldn't fill out the whole TV for some reason. So I am very happy to have a Blu-ray, which is a much better print of the movie. Next I have the classic It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Besides Hocus Pocus, this is my favorite thing to watch during Halloween. It's adorable. It's so classic. This is a Blu-ray of it. I'm not sure. Is this one first or is the Christmas Charlie Brown first? I'm not sure, but both are great. This one's so funny. I love Linus and Lucy in the pumpkin patch, and especially not Lucy, Sally in the pumpkin patch with Linus when she is really angry that she stayed in the pumpkin patch and missed all the trick-or-treating. And she says she owes Linus owes her restitution. The Charlie Brown cartoons are just adorable. Next up I have, interesting thing, I don't have any other Roseanne on DVD. I just have all the Halloween episodes because those are the best episodes of this show. They're funny, they're fun. Roseanne's not my favorite show, but all the Halloween episodes are probably the best episodes of the series. Next up, I'm going into my Christmas movies, and I'm going to start with all my Hallmark movies. So this is A Season for Miracles. This is actually a Hallmark Hall of Fame movie. It's one of the earlier Hallmark movies. I think it's from the late 90s, I believe. It has Carla Gugino and Patty Duke, Laura Dern, Kathy Baker. It's a really sweet movie, but much different than like what people think of as Hallmark movies now. It's a very serious movie because Laura Dern's character is actually a drug addict and she can't take care of her children, and she's in prison, so her sister takes care of them for her. And it's a lovely movie, and if you've never seen it, I recommend trying to find it. Next up is another early Hallmark movie. This is called The Christmas Card. It's just another sweet, more serious movie. It is about a soldier who receives a Christmas card during his time in Afghanistan, and it moves him so much that when he gets out of the military, he decides to go and find the woman who wrote him the card, but he doesn't tell her that's who he is. So it's a lovely little movie, and I really enjoy watching it every Christmas. Next is another Hallmark Hall of Fame movie. This is A Heavenly Christmas. Another more serious, very sweet-natured movie. It might even make you cry. It is about a woman who has an accident, and she becomes an angel, but she is given some time on Earth again. But it's not as sad as you might think, and I don't want to spoil what happens, but it does have a happy ending if you're worried. It has Eric McCormick, Kristen Davis, and Shirley MacLaine. You know, that's a wonderful cast. You know, Hallmark Hall of Fame movies tended to have, somewhat bigger actors, so that's an example of that. Here is another Hallmark Hall of Fame movie. This one is called Christmas with Holly. Another, slightly more serious movie, but very sweet-natured. It is about a young girl who lost her mother, and her guardians are her 3 uncles, especially this one portrayed by Sean Ferris. And they move to a small island, and he falls in love with a girl who opens a toy store, and it's just a sweet little movie, sweet little family movie. This is another one. Christmas with Holly had Eloise Mumford, and this is another one that stars her, and another Hallmark Hall of Fame movie. As I said, sometimes they get bigger actors. This one has Christopher Lloyd and William Shatner in it. It's not that Christmassy, but I really love it because it is a time travel movie, which is funny considering Christopher Lloyd is in it. It is about a girl who travels actually in the future and not back in time, and discovers what her life has become, and she tries to reconnect with the man she loves. And all these movies are very sweet and lovely and make you feel good, and this is no exception. The next one is just a regular Hallmark movie. This one is called Next Stop Christmas. It is another time travel movie, and another one with Christopher Lloyd. He must love making time travel movies. And what's funny is Leah Thompson, who is also in Back to the Future with Christopher Lloyd, is in this one. When it comes to Hallmark movies, because there's so many, they sometimes tend to run together with similar plots. So I like ones that sort of stand out, and this one definitely does. It also has Lindsay Fonseca and Chandler Massey. And Lindsay Fonseca plays a girl who boards a train and travels back in time to a time when her parents, who were recently separated, are still together. And she connects with her childhood best friend who loves her. And it's, again, I love really time travel movies, and this is a really nice one. This is another time travel Hallmark movie. This one is called A Timeless Christmas with Ryan Pavey and Aaron Cahill. This movie is basically like the Christmas version of Kate and Leopold. He is a man from like the 18th century, I think, and with the help of a magical clock, he travels to the 21st century and meets this woman who runs a museum that is basically his estate. It's thought that he disappeared, and basically it's because he time traveled. It's a sweet romance. Like I said, it's a lot like Kate and Leopold, and if you like that movie, you'll like this one. This one is another favorite. This one is called Christmas Connection, and I like this one because I love Tom Everett Scott, who is from That Thing You Do, and Brooke Burns is really a lovely actress, and she plays a flight attendant who takes care of an unaccompanied minor on a flight, and her father is played by Tom Everett Scott. And they meet at the airport. He's a little late, and they have a little, connection there, and she accidentally finds that the daughter left a present for him in her bag, so she goes and brings it to them. And then they connect because he is a reporter, and he is helping her find out information about her parents because her parents died when she was younger and she doesn't know information about them. So it's definitely a different kind of plot for a Hallmark movie, and I really love it. Next up is a very merry mix-up, and this one is just adorable. It has Alicia Witt, who is a Hallmark staple, and this is my favorite Hallmark movie with her. It is such a funny concept, and she goes to meet her fiance's parents, but she travels ahead of her fiance, and then she meets the brother at the airport, or so she thinks, and it does have a very funny mix-up in this movie, and I'm not going, like I say, about a lot of movies, I'm not going to spoil it, but this one is really funny and romantic. Next up, I have a 2-movie collection. Now, I have not seen this movie. I bought this because I love A Dickens of a Holiday. because I'm a big fan of Hallmark staple Christopher Balaha. I think he is one of the best actors that makes movies on Hallmark. And I love Brooke Dorsey, who is so lovely and beautiful. I always joke with my mom, she has the most beautiful hair of anyone I've ever seen. But she is a lovely, lovely actress, and these two have really good chemistry. He plays an actor who fills in for a play of A Christmas Carol after the one who played Scrooge can't do it anymore. And it's, they knew each other in high school and they reconnect, and it's just a sweet movie. Next up, I have A Christmas to Remember with Mira Sorvino and Cameron Matheson. This is another one. It's just a sweet sort of family movie. And Mira Sorvino is a chef who is on her way to a spa and has a car accident, hits her head, and Cameron Matheson brings her back to his cabin with his children, and he is a widower. And she has amnesia and can't remember who she is. So she connects with this family, and they try to help her remember who she is and find out if anyone's looking for her. And you can expect, figure out what happens. But I really love this one. Mira Sorvino is a wonderful actress. She's an Oscar winner. And this is probably my favorite one with Cameron Matheson. Next we have 5 Star Christmas, and this is probably one of the funniest Hallmark movies there is. All these people pretend to be, they are all family, but they are pretending to be guests at a bed and breakfast because Bethany Lenz is in it, and her father, along with, her father has decided to make their childhood home a bed and breakfast, and it's failing, so in order to help it along, when guests arrive, they pretend that they're not related to him and try to talk up the place and help their father's dream succeed. It's really, really funny, and I really love it. Next up is a 3-pack movie. I mainly got this one because I love Crown for Christmas with Danica McKellar and Rupert Penry Jones. I think this is the only Hallmark movie he's in, but he's a British actor, and he's really, really handsome. He plays the king of a country, and she becomes the governess for her daughter. So it's a little bit like a Christmas Sound of Music with only one kid. I do like this movie. I'm not a big fan of this movie, even though I love Lacey Chabert. I'm not a big fan of this movie. But I'm happy to have Crown for Christmas on DVD. Next up, I have Once Upon a Holiday. Out of all the royal Hallmark movies besides Crown for Christmas, this one is definitely my favorite because it's usually the male character that is the royal character. But in this one, it's switched, and she is a princess who basically she just wants a few hours for herself, and she runs away trying to go to a museum that she visited with her parents when she was younger, and she meets Paul Campbell's character, who helps her after someone actually robs her. So it's really cute, and but also stars Brianna Evigan and her father. What is his name? Greg Evigan, who, if you're an 80s kid, you'll remember is from My Two Dads. So it's his daughter in real life, and they play, they're not related in the movie. He's like an old family friend, but this is a cute movie. I really love it. Next up is a 3-movie collection of Haul Out the Holly with Lacey Chabert and Wes Brown, and then 3 Wise Men and a Baby with Paul Campbell, Andrew Walker, and Tyler Hines, and then Lights, Camera, Christmas with John, is his name Brotherton, and Kimberly Sested. He's from Fuller House, I remember. Now, I don't know this movie very well, but I love the other 2. Haul Out the Holly is another one that's so funny. She is staying at her parents' house for the holiday season, and they have a crazy homeowners association, which requires all this decorating. And she's not really into it at first, but then she gets into it. And it's super cute. And it also has Melissa Peterman, who is hilarious. A lot of people know her from Reba and Baby Daddy. And then Three Wise Men and a Baby is basically Three Men and a Baby, but set at Christmas time. And what's funny is an actress from Three Men and a Baby, I don't recall her name, actually, I'm sorry, but she plays their mother, and this is adorable. A lot of people love like the sequel more, but I prefer this one because the baby is so darn cute. Next up is probably one of, if not my favorite Hallmark movie. It is Dashing Through the Snow with Andrew Walker and Megan Ory. And I like this one because the plot is kind of crazy, but it's so different. Megan Ory, who a lot of people know as Ruby on Once Upon a Time, plays a girl who for some reason is on a no-fly list, and she doesn't know why. So she rents a car, but there's only one left, and she rents it with this man played by Andrew Walker because they're both going to the same place. And I'm not going to spoil this plot for you because it's too nuts, but it's really funny and very romantic. These two have great chemistry. Besides Christopher Palaha, Andrew Walker is definitely my favorite actor who does Hallmark movies, and he tends to have the best ones if I'm thinking about it, because he's really great in these movies. Next, I have some more TV Christmas movies, but they are not Hallmark movies. First, I have the classic A Charlie Brown Christmas. This is so sweet and moving, and has a great message, and about, it's not the most beautiful tree that sometimes is the most special, and it has a wonderful moment for Linus's character, and this is just as classic as they come, and I love watching it. Next up is this 2-pack. What happens a lot of time, I buy something for one movie, so I bought this for this movie called If You Believe, with Ali Walker and Hayden Panettiere. And after a accident where she hits her head, her younger self, played by Hayden Panettiere, appears to her, and basically it's trying to help her remember what it's like to have fun, and it's a really cute movie. Next up, I have A Princess for Christmas. This is with Katie McGrath and Sam Heughan before he was on Outlander, and Roger Moore. And, a cute, like, royal Christmas movie. The plot's not difficult to figure out, but, it's sweet. She's the aunt of these two little kids, and, I haven't seen it in a long time. I kind of, now I'm forgetting the plot. But it is a sweet movie. I like it. It looks like I have to watch it again. Next up, we have A Christmas Carol, the musical, with Kelsey Grammer as Scrooge. It also has a really good cast. Jesse L. Martin, Jane Krakowski, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Geraldine Chaplin, and Jason Alexander. If I'm thinking about it, this might be my favorite version of A Christmas Carol. The music is phenomenal. It is, the music is actually from Alan Menken, and, I don't remember the lyricist's name, but the songs are beautiful. I love it. It's very moving, very well done. This was, I think it aired on NBC, actually, and I'm really happy to have found the DVD of it, because they used to air it on Hallmark, but they haven't for many years, so I love this movie so much. Next we have Eloise at Christmas Time, and if you know this movie, I like to say, is as sweet as sugar plums. It is absolutely adorable. This little girl who plays Eloise is the most precocious, high energy, but adorable little kid to ever exist. And Julie Andrews plays her nanny. And it's just, it's a kid's movie, but I still love watching it, because it's just adorable and full of fun Christmas cheer. And it also has Gavin Creel, who sadly passed away recently, and he is a wonderful Broadway actor, and he is so charming in this movie. Next up, I have The Christmas Wish. This is an older TV movie. It has Neil Patrick Harris and Debbie Reynolds. a definitely more serious made-for-TV Christmas movie. Neil Patrick Harris is Debbie Reynolds' nephew. He takes over the company for his uncle, and he thinks of business much differently, and he finds these old journals of his uncle, which makes it seem like he may have actually had an affair when he was younger, but the true story is actually much different and much more poignant. And this movie also has Naomi Watts in it, and it's really good. It might be hard to find like on streaming, so if you like Christmas movies and you like these actors, I would recommend maybe just trying to find the DVD. I think I found this on eBay because it is a really good movie. Next up we have one of my absolute favorites, Borrowed Hearts, with Roma Downey, Eric McCormick, and Hector Elizondo. It's just a cute movie. This might have been a Lifetime movie. I don't remember, but I think you can still find it on streaming, but I like having the DVD. Roma Downey is a single mother. Eric McCormick is doing business with Hector Elizondo's character, and because he's very old-fashioned, Eric McCormick's business partner thinks he only wants to do business with family men. So he basically hires Roma Downey and her daughter to pretend to be his family. And like a lot of other Christmas movies, you can guess what happens next. But it's actually really cute and has, sweet moments by the Christmas tree and ice skating, and I really love it. Next up is a movie called On the Second Day of Christmas. And this DVD cover is very odd because this image has nothing to do with the movie. Santa Claus is not in the movie. There's no puppy in the movie. It actually stars Mary Stuart Masterson and Mark Ruffalo. It's one of the first things I ever saw Mark Ruffalo in. So I always like to say that I've been a fan of his for a really long time. But Mary Stuart Masterson is the legal guardian of her niece, and they actually are pickpockets, and they get caught in a department store where Mark Ruffalo works, and they say it's Christmas time, so they say you have to be in charge of them over the Christmas weekend. But Mark Ruffalo sees that she's actually a very good mother figure to her niece, and it's really cute. But again, it's funny that this is the cover. Let me see, there's the back. Like, that's more appropriate. So yeah, these two actors are really young in this movie, and it's just cute. Okay, my last set here. This is a 10-movie holiday romance pack with, a lot of movies. I got basically for a handful of them. I got it for, let's see, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year, which is a Hallmark movie with Henry Winkler and Brooke Burns, and Holiday Engagement, which I think it's another Hallmark movie, but it's one of the oldest Hallmark movies, and definitely much different. Has Bonnie Somerville and Jason, is it Jason Bridges? Jordan Bridges, Beau Bridges' son. And I got it for An Old-Fashioned Christmas, which is the sequel to An Old-Fashioned Thanksgiving. And I love this one. This has Jacqueline Bisset in it. And it's nice to have a Christmas movie that is a period movie, because you don't see those very often. And then lastly, I got it for Three Wise Women, especially because this is actually a movie set in Ireland. And you see the young version, she's like a teenager, the 30-something version, and then the older version of this woman. She's a doctor, and it's kind of hard to describe the plot of that movie, but I really love it, and it's really, really funny, but all the movies are good, but I mainly got them for those three. A Christmas Kiss is cute too, and so is A Boyfriend for Christmas. I haven't watched this one, nor I haven't watched Moonlight and Mistletoe. Single Santa, Sinks Mrs. Claus is kind of cute too. But I mainly got them for those first ones I mentioned. Next, we have the rest of my Christmas movies No more TV movies, just regular Christmas movies. I'm going to start with the modern ones. First, we have A Christmas Story. This is the 20th anniversary to this special edition of A Christmas Story. If I had to pick a favorite Christmas movie, I think I would pick A Christmas Story. I grew up with this movie. It's hilarious. It's so quotable. I'm one of those people who would watch the 24-hour marathons that they would air on TBS. Do they still air those? I don't know, because I don't have cable anymore. But I love this movie so much. It is hilarious. This has great special features. It has an audio commentary with some of the cast and the writer. And it has, let's see, a documentary about the making of the movie. And yes, it's a classic. I love A Christmas Story so much. If I had my way, I would have a leg lamp because I just think that's hilarious. Next up, we have a movie called All I Want for Christmas. This is a movie not a lot of people know, but it is one I grew up with, and it is an all-time favorite. It is kind of like The Parent Trap set at Christmas. So I had this, I remember I had it recorded off of TV, and I would watch it ad nauseum. I'm so happy I have a DVD of it. But it stars Thora Birch and Ethan Embry. They are brother and sister. Their parents are divorced, and Thora Birch's character asked Santa Claus to get their parents back together. So her older brother, well, not wanting her to be disappointed, schemes to get their parents in situations so they can spend time together. And the movie is hilarious and so sweet and heartwarming. It is only rated G, but it doesn't feel too vanilla or bland. On the contrary, it has so much character. This little girl is so sassy, and it has a great adult cast. It has Lauren Bacall as their grandmother. Kevin Nealon is the boyfriend of their divorced mother, and he's such a jerk. But and their father is Jamie Sheridan, and he's wonderful. I just love this movie so much. It's a movie I like to say made me want to spend Christmas in New York City one day, because it just makes it look so pretty and fun, and I can't say enough good things about this movie. It's one of those, it's like, in my book, it is a 5-star movie. Next up, we have kind of a obscure one. This one's called Trapped in Paradise. It has Nicolas Cage, John Lovitz, and Dana Carvey. And they are 3 crooks who plan to rob a bank, and actually do. But then they feel bad for it, because this town is so sweet and welcoming to them. It's just a goofy, silly little movie, but it has some poignancy at the end. I really like it. Next up, we have another childhood favorite, probably my second favorite Christmas movie. This is Home Alone. This is a movie I vividly remember seeing in the movie theater, and the theater, laughing so much at so many moments. Home Alone is just an all-time classic. Of course, Macaulay Culkin, Joel Pesci, and Daniel Stern. Catherine O'Hara is so good in it as well. I can quote almost the entire film. I love Home Alone. It's just a classic for a reason, and it's one of Chris Columbus's best films, and it actually has some of my favorite moments are ones that are, a little, not the, things with the robbers in the house. Some of my favorite scenes are with Marley in the church, and some of the more poignant moments with the mother. John Candy is also really funny in this movie. I love Home Alone. Next, we have, of course, Home Alone 2. Now, the original Home Alone is better, but this one is still really great. The only thing is, I think the gags with the robbers go too far, and they're a bit too over the top for my liking. But I love everything else about the movie. Next up we have The Santa Claus. This is another comedy Christmas classic. I remember seeing it in the movie theater and loving it instantly. It is so sweet. It's so funny. But, you know, there's been many sequels and a TV show, but this is really the only one I like still. I'm not a fan of the other ones. I know some people are, but I still think this one has the most heart and natural humor. Next up we have Elf. This is a movie I actually, because I heard such good things about it, I blind bought it. And I'm not sorry for that because it is hilarious. It's a modern day classic. Will Ferrell is great as Buddy the Elf. And another one that is so quotable. I love Zooey Deschanel in it. I do think it is resolved maybe a little fast with James Caan, but Will Ferrell makes the movie a classic. Next up I have Fred Claus. Now this is a movie kind of a similar tone as Elf, but one that isn't nearly as beloved, and I think it should be because I think it's hilarious and actually has a lot of really heartwarming moments. There's a few moments in this movie that actually bring me to tears, even though you wouldn't think a Vince Vaughn movie would make you cry, but it actually does. It's one of his best movies he's ever made, and Paul Giamatti is a really good Santa Claus. And if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. Vince Vaughn is Santa Claus's brother, and he is not happy about it because he's his older brother, but ever since he was born, he felt sort of neglected, and he grows to resent his brother a little bit, but he does still love him. And it's a great movie. It has a great cast. Kathy Bates is in it, and Rachel Weisz, and like I said, Paul Giamatti. It's a great role for him. Next I have The Muppet Christmas Carol. Besides The Muppets Take Manhattan, this is my favorite Muppets movie. This is also, besides the musical, this is my other favorite version of A Christmas Carol. It's perfect. It's great because it's funny and serious, you know. It has the proper balance of those two tones to tell Charles Dickens' story, and I love that they use so much of Dickens' original text, because Gonzo is, if you've seen it, is Charles Dickens in the movie. And it's so great because Michael Caine as Scrooge plays it straight with the Muppets, and that's kind of what makes it work so well. Next I have the remake of Miracle on 34th Street. Now I do have the original in my collection as well, and you'll see that when I get to the classic movies. And the original is superior to this one, but as far as remakes go, this is actually an excellent remake. Very sweet movie. What I like about this movie is it kind of it has that magical, enchanting quality. The whole movie glows. Everyone sort of looks like they have like a halo, and it's just beautifully lit. It has a sheen to it, and that's what makes this movie work so well. And Richard Attenborough does a wonderful job as Santa Claus, and Mara Wilson is adorable as in this part. And I do love, I've forgotten her name. Let me look. Elizabeth Perkins. Elizabeth Perkins is good in the part, as is Dylan McDermott, who is really dreamy and charming. I really love this version of the movie. While I still love the original more, I still watch this one every Christmas too. Next up I have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This movie is hilarious. Another one that is so quotable. It's a movie I didn't have in my collection for a long time, and not for any particular reason, but I'm happy I have it on Blu-ray. It just is so funny. There's a couple scenes where I'm like, it's not my favorite, but the rest of it, it just makes me laugh to no end. And one day I want to have matching shirts that's one says, "Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?" And the other one says, "I don't know, Margot," because I think that's so funny. And Yeah, I love this movie. Next up, I have another Blu-ray. This is Last Christmas. This is it's kind of, it was kind of marketed as a rom-com, but it isn't it is a little bit, but it's much more of a dramatic movie. Definitely a tearjerker. I think some people don't like it because they expected it to be one thing when it's actually something else. But if you watch it with an open mind, you will probably really enjoy this one. It really made me cry the first time I watched it. I kind of guessed the twist, and I remember watching it with both my parents, and we were kind of all in tears quite a bit. But it's very, very moving, and the cast is wonderful. Emilia Clarke, Henry Golding, Michelle Yeoh, and Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson actually wrote the movie with her husband, Greg Wise, who she made, not Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility with. He played Mr. Willoughby. And it is a takeoff of the George Michael song, Last Christmas, and it incorporates a lot of George Michael music in the movie, which I think is a really nice touch. Okay, my last section of Christmas movies are my classic Christmas movies. First up, we have a Blu-ray of White Christmas, and this is the most beautiful Christmas movie as far as visuals to ever be made. The colors on this are so saturated and beautiful, you know, between the red at the end of the movie, but the entire movie is so vivid and colorful, and the story of it is just super sweet, and it's just a really cozy movie. That's the perfect way to describe it, I think, is cozy and comforting. And I love the cast: Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Vera Ellen, and Rosemary Clooney. Wonderful, wonderful music. I especially love the title song and Snow. What is the dancing number with Danny Kaye and Vera Ellen? The Best Things Happen While You're Dancing. I love that one as well. And Count Your Blessings Instead of Sheep. That movie just makes me feel just so comforted, because there's something about Bing Crosby and his voice. He is just like the voice of Christmas to me, and I just feel so serene and comforted when I listen to him sing. And I recently was lucky enough to see this on the big screen for a special Fathom event, and it was beautiful on the big screen. But I am so happy I have this on Blu-ray. It's probably one of the most beautiful prints of a movie I own. Next up is a little-known movie. This is called I'll Be Seeing You, with Ginger Rogers, Joseph Cotton, and Shirley Temple. This is a dramatic movie set at Christmas time. Ginger Rogers is on furlough from prison. She's in prison, you know, for something that wasn't really her fault, but so she's not a bad person at all. And Joseph Cotton is a soldier who has, they didn't know what it was called back then. They used to call it shell shock, and now people call it PTSD. So they're both very lonely people, but they connect when they meet each other on the train. And it's a very serious movie, but really lovely and heartfelt and poignant, and I really love it. Next up, we have the opposite in tone. This is a really wonderful, romantic, kind of screwball Christmas comedy, Christmas in Connecticut, with Barbara Stanwyck, Dennis Morgan, Sydney Greenstreet, and S.E. Zakal, who kind of steals the movie, in my opinion. This movie's so cute, so funny. It's a movie I love more and more every time I watch it. It's just so romantic, and I think this movie really kind of set the blueprint for modern romantic comedies, and especially modern romantic Christmas movies. If you love Hallmark movies, you'll love Christmas in Connecticut, because they definitely took a lot of tropes from this movie. Next up, I have another sort of slightly lesser known movie. This is called The Man Who Came to Dinner. It has Bette Davis, Ann Sheridan, Monty Woolley, Jimmy Durante, Billy Burke, Richard Gardner. A really great movie. Betty Davis kind of sometimes is known for playing sort of severe characters or, darker parts, but this is probably one of her lightest movies. One of her sweetest characters. She is the assistant and secretary to Monty Woolley's character. He slips and falls on someone's porch and hurts himself. He's stays with a family over the Christmas break because he can't walk, and they feel terrible that that he slipped on their porch on the ice. But it's a cute movie. It has some really zany moments with Jimmy Durante that will probably make you laugh to no end. But again, it has romance, it has comedy. It's a really nice movie to watch during the holidays because it's not a typical Christmas movie. Next up is one of my absolute favorites. This is The Bishop's Wife with Loretta Young, Cary Grant, and David Niven. Just a beautiful, spiritual, heartwarming, touching movie. A lot of people probably remember the remake, The Preacher's Wife, with Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington. And that movie's okay, but if you've never seen the original, you have to see this one because it is far superior. The acting is superb, and it's another one. It has sweet, cozy, heartwarming moments, but moments that will probably make you cry. And it's just nice to see a movie with religious themes that is so well done. It's not like preachy in any way. It's just a lovely movie, and it's one of my favorites to watch at Christmas time. It's actually probably my mother's favorite Christmas movie. And I can understand why, because it's one of Cary Grant's best, as well as one of Loretta Young's. If you don't know, Cary Grant plays an angel who answers David Niven's prayer for guidance when he's very harried because he's receiving pressure from a wealthy woman who wants him to build a cathedral, and he's just struggling. And Loretta Young plays his wife, and it's just such a lovely movie. Next up, I have the original Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, it's probably my second or third favorite Christmas movie of all time. It's beloved in my heart. It's quintessential Christmas in my mind. Natalie Wood is the sweetest child in this movie, and Maureen O'Hara is so beautiful as her mother. And Edmund Gwen, who won an Oscar for this movie, is the perfect Santa Claus. I love this movie so much. It's about, belief and faith and I love this movie to death. And what's interesting is it has two versions of the film. Disc 2 has the original black and white, and Disc 1 has a colorized version. Now, I'm one of those people where I kind of detest colorization of films. I think it's kind of sacrilegious, but, some people enjoy them. It's not for me, but I am glad that it has the original black and white version. And this actually has, I haven't watched it yet, but I should. It has audio commentary by Maureen O'Hara. So I look forward to watching that. I should watch that this coming Christmas. Next up is The Bells of St. Mary's. This is a sequel to the film Going My Way, where Bing Crosby plays Father O'Malley. And in this movie, Ingrid Bergman, as you can see, plays a nun. And they sort of clash on how to deal with things. And at one point, she receives some kind of grave news. But it's a lovely movie. My favorite part of the movie, we see these little children putting on a nativity play, and it's just so pure, and the purity of children, doing something is so sweet to watch. And what's really cute is the little children sing happy birthday to Jesus, as little children might do. This is a really touching movie. Yeah, definitely more serious. It's not really a comedy. There's some funny parts, but it's definitely a dramatic movie. Next up, we have another dramatic movie and a very romantic one. This is Remember the Night with Barbara Stanwyck and Fred McMurray. She plays a thief who gets caught, and he is a lawyer. It's a little bit like On the Second Day of Christmas. Definitely took some inspiration from this movie, because he takes her home over the Christmas holiday, so she's not stuck in prison over the holiday. He's very kind, and the two fall in love, and it has lots of moments that are definitely darker, and a few moments that will probably make you cry, but it's very romantic, and these two are very good together on screen. Next up, I have a 4-movie pack. Now, I bought this for Holiday Affair, and it happened on Fifth Avenue. I must admit, I have not watched All Mine to Give or Blossoms in the Dust. But, you know, with these actors in it, they're probably wonderful. But I really got it for Holiday Affair, which is such a sweet movie. It has Janet Leigh and Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum isn't known for making movies like this. This is why I really love this movie. She is a single mother and a comparison shopper, and he works at a department store, and she meets him, and she has a little boy in it, and he is one of the cutest kids ever in a movie. I just love this movie. It's very romantic, and It Happened on Fifth Avenue is also another one that's very heartwarming, and it's these group of people who they're all sort of down on their luck, and they need a place to stay, and they are staying in this wealthy man's mansion because he is not there. Lo and behold, though, one of the people there is actually the owner, and they just don't know it. It's one of those sweet movies that has wonderful lessons in it, and it has, you know, a nice cast. It has Don DeFore and Harding, Charlie Ruggles, and Gail Storm, and it's a sweet movie. I need to watch the other ones too, but I got the set because of these two movies. And last but certainly not least, I have the quintessential classic Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life. This is the 60th anniversary edition. Now, funny enough, I've been a classic movie fan for quite a long time, but for some reason, I hadn't seen this movie up until, I want to say, maybe 5 years ago, and I watched it for the first time, and had been so hyped up. I'd seen other Frank Capra movies, and I loved Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed, but for some reason, it was one of my blind spots. And, you know, sometimes you worry when movies are hyped up, they won't live up to their reputation. But It's a Wonderful Life completely lives up to it, and then some. It almost surpassed my expectations. This is a perfect movie. Like it says, it's one of those ageless movies that improves with age. And that's very true. It is so moving, so beautiful. The acting is just incredible. Jimmy Stewart, this is one of his best performances, if not his best performance. It's just about how meaningful each individual person is. You know, every person's life has meaning and has a great sense of community at the end. And yeah, it makes me cry. If you have any kind of heart, you will be touched by this movie and probably cry at the end. Like I said, it's just a perfect movie, and I am so happy I finally have it in my collection.